So getting back to the living principle here, you've got to have proper nerve supply to different parts of the body. You've got to make sure you have proper oxygen. You can't treat disease and make people well. I'm going to say that again. You cannot treat disease and make people well. You can come in and take care of the immediate emergency, but you have to set up an environment for the body to become healthy again and well. Human beings, because of our processes of being in captivity, our nervous system will constantly be stressed. So let me use an analogy. Let's just say that you were dropped in naked on in the polar ice cap on a glacier. Okay, here you are, and you're dropped there, and you had to just stay there. What's going to happen? Well, you're going to start to shiver, you're going to start to freeze, and your body, because of the stress put on it, will start to rush blood into your vital organs. Okay, it will take it away from the extremities. So you will sacrifice vital organs, you will sacrifice parts of your body for the greater good. And we do that day in and day out. You could lose a leg, frostbite, because your body pulls away from those organ systems to bring it back so that you can actually maintain just living. Now, this is not about just maintaining living, it's about maintaining wellness and vitality. So we want to make sure that you're not constantly being under stress on the nervous system physically, chemically, mentally, emotionally, all those aspects. We want to make sure that your body is constantly in a state of healing and repair. There is no such thing as a consequence-free life. Say that again. There is no such thing for a consequence-free life. And the more that you are in line with your values, that's how you become healthier. You've got to make sure that, literally spiritually, that you're in line with your value system. If you really look at your body as a temple that you need to take care of and you need to make sure that it's healthy, you'll change a lot of different old habit patterns. But if you look at like it's just, it's a vehicle that I'm just getting around, I'm just going to beat it up, and I don't care what type of fuel I put into it, it's going to break down. So we want to make sure that we're under a constant state of health, vitality, and repair. We want you to move from a state of sickness to a state of wellness. Now there are 4 different things I want you to look at to reach a state of wellness. First off, you have to want to experience wellness and vitality. There's a desire there. So you have to want it. You must want to experience wellness and vitality. Now the next thing is you got to learn what the meaning of health is. So by these classes each week, learning what healthy is. Now, if you're taking a medication over and over and over again, and you add another medication and another medication, maybe to regulate your blood flow, and you're not doing anything to exercise your heart, just think about that for just a moment. Is that moving toward wellness or more toward sickness? Ask yourself that question. Some of you might not know, but the way that you go back and you design as far as keeping your body healthy, you got to make sure that your spine, your nervous system are healthy. You got to have proper nutrients and energy flowing to the entire body. So if we look at our health and vitality, let's take it back even more simple in just the plant kingdom. If you look at this plant looks pretty healthy and full of life right now. Okay? Big leaves, nice, and has good texture to it, good skin on the outside. It feels strong, feels flexible. Now, if this plant lost some of its vitality, it gets hard, it gets rigid. So this plant needs sunshine. If you take sunshine away from the plant, it's going to die. So if you put it into a dark room and you think dark things and it's always about darkness, our mental processes can actually create dis-ease and we don't live full of vitality. So we need to add sunshine. Adjustments to the spine and nervous system bring energy to certain areas. So if areas are not getting proper strength and vitality, it's going to add more energy to that, especially if there's these blocked areas of the spine and nervous system. Using a little model of a fuse, this is like a fuse of a house. If you trip the fuse, and that was tripped, and that went to the kitchen lights, and maybe the bathroom lights, and the dishwasher, and you go to turn the dishwasher on, and all of a sudden it doesn't work, and the lights in the kitchen aren't working, what would you do? Would you go get a brand new dishwasher and change the light bulbs? Would you, hire an electrician to come in with axes and hoses and, try and, chase out all the wires? No, you wouldn't do that. You would actually go to the fuse box first, make a little click there, trip the fuse. So in bringing energy and vitality back to the spine, we need to make an adjustment to these areas to allow the energy to start to flow. If it is being compressed in some way, you will decrease the energy and a lot of different health conditions will come about.